it says Idumea. And I don't know if you can see it, if it's going to be clear enough. But it says Idumea, pertaining to Edom, Greek and Roman name for Edom. See Edom. So whenever you see Idumea, then you were supposed to say, okay, well, this says pertaining to Edom, and it's the Greek and Roman name for Edom. So if the Bible was written in Hebrew and Greek, how did the Greek word and Roman word for Edom get into the Old Testament, which was written in Hebrew? It got put there because in the biblical destruction group, so-called the biblical destruction group, between 1776 and 1826, they went and started playing around with the Bible. But the original Hebrew is intact. So all you gotta do is go back into the Hebrew. And if you go to where they got Idumea, it says Adawam, which means Edom. Alright? So now we gotta go look up Edom. Edom. The nation and its people who were descendant of Esau. He founded the country, so his name was equated with Edom. The country was also called Seir, or Mount Seir, which was the name of the territory in which the Edomites lived. Then it goes down a little bit of history about Edom, but I'm going to go straight to the point. Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from God. So when I told her Edomites are the people of God's curse, they're the wicked, she asked me, how could God create something that he doesn't love? Then I asked her, does God create evil? And she said no. I said, oh yes he does. The Most High most definitely created evil. Alright? That would imply that something was created without God's hand, meaning God doesn't have all power, as he is all powerful and omniscient and all powerful in all things. So we go to Isaiah 45. Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So the Most High said he created evil. He created spiritual Satan. He created white man, the physical incarnation of Satan, which just means human adversary. He created them white demons. Right? And he created them to be our arch nemesis. So we can prove ourselves and the worth that we are and as he created us to be. Alright? So he says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Well, let's see what else he says about how the Most High does what he wants to do, how he wants to do, and people don't understand. The Most High created them, all right? But he created them to teach us, and they are the rod of correction to us, all right? All right, this is give me 1 second. This is, I'm going to go to Amos. This is Amos, the 3rd chapter. And the 6th verse. Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets. The Most High said, is there evil in the city? And the Most High have not done it. The Most High is the one who created everything. He created the good and the bad. All right? And he knows every creature that he made and his purpose in making it. Our job is to be the children of light. So-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native American Indians. Our job is to be the children of the Most High and to follow the law, statutes, commandments. That's our job, to be a light to the world. He tells you that in Matthew, the 5th chapter. This is Matthew 5. Because you got to go out of his word. This is Matthew 5. And I'm going to start with verse 14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do a man light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. So first of all, how can you let your light shine if you don't even know who the hell you are? Especially as a people. You sit there and think that you're African American, you're actually making yourself a heathen. If you're sitting there thinking and putting stock in the white man, you're making yourself a heathen and a lover of the fucking white man. If you're sitting there and not knowing your heritage, your culture, and not knowing that we must keep the law, statutes, commandments, then you don't know, you're on the path of destruction. Right? And it goes to prove you that you got to keep the law, statutes, commandments, because right here in 17, he says, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. And so they think that fulfilling destroys the law, when he said you can't destroy the law. He said the law is not, is everlasting. The law is everlasting. All right? He said, think not that I've come to destroy the law or the prophets. If he said he didn't come to destroy the law or the prophets, his coming would not destroy the law. His coming would not destroy the books of the prophets. He said, but I have come to fulfill. Well, then what does he come to fulfill? He came to fulfill the prophecies. In the prophecies it said that the Messiah was going to come. In the prophecies it was said that the Messiah was going to heal the people, do miracles, be killed, be bruised. In the Bible, all through the Old Testament, they prophesied about the coming of the Lord. So when he came to fulfill the law, what's up, brother? Shalom. Yes, I do. No problem. Shalom. So, sitting there rushing through. He was going to sit up there and congregate. This is Matthew's verse 17, 5:17. It says, think not that I'm come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. So he came to fulfill. To fulfill what? The prophecies, right? And the prophecies, back in Deuteronomy, it prophesied that there is going to be a prophet to us who is going to save our people. That's back in Deuteronomy 18:15. The Lord thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren. Then you know it's going to be a Hebrew Israelite. And that cuts that so-called Muslim false doctrine of Muhammad, his old Arabic ass, how he can't be no prophet of the people of the Lord, because he's not of our brethren, of our people. Like unto me, unto him ye shall hearken. Alright? And it goes to talk about it. He's going to raise, probably verse 18. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. And if you go to John, I believe the 14th chapter, the 10th verse, he says, believest thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me? The words that I speak unto you, I speak not of myself, but the Father that dwelleth in me, he doeth the works. So that's in harmony. In Deuteronomy 18, Moses talks about a prophet of the people. And John, YAHAWASHI, who you call Christ, he's talking about being the man of the Lord. And not only that, but coming and speaking, saying, these are not my words. These words, the Most High, these ain't my own words. The Most High gave me these words. In Deuteronomy 18, he said, that's how the Most High was going to do to the prophet of the people. Alright? So back to Matthew 5 and 17, it says, think not that I'm come to destroy the law. When YAHAWASHI came, he came to fulfill the prophecies, man. Not to destroy the law, not to destroy the prophets, not to destroy any part of the scriptures. So if the scriptures in the back here, in old, so-called Old Testament, talks about the Edomites in Genesis, the 25th chapter, and it talks about the Edomites in Genesis 25, and it describes their color and their behavioral characteristics, right along with Leviticus that says they're leprous, then you got to obey these scriptures, man, because he didn't come to destroy this. This is not destroyed. Genesis 25 and 24. And when her days to be, matter of fact, I'll start at the top. Verse 19.